Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Chat on this beautiful Saturday. It's somewhat of a gloomy, dank, cooler, cloudy morning here in South Florida. We can't have perfect weather all the time, but it's still a beautiful day because we're alive and we're living in the greatest time ever. Need the coffee this morning. It's been a little bit of a rough week. For a combination of reasons, I have been fighting a cold. Again, I want to make a disclaimer that I do not give medical advice out to you all. That my shows are educational. It's about medical information and education and sometimes entertainment. But what I will do, I'm going to raise up my phone a little bit. I do this very organically, but I'm going to tell you something about what we're doing that's a little different, okay? Anyway, so when I tell you that I'm using something or I've done something, it's because, it worked for me, I'm sharing it, but it's not a prescription. I want to make that really clear. So I have a friend in Serbia who turned me on to diatomaceous earth. I do like to talk about natural health. There's nothing like great coffee, though. Any coffee, hot coffee. And he said, we give it to the kids, during cold season, and the minute anybody's got a sniffle, we make them take a glass of it, you mix it per the instructions. And when I had whatever that Wuhan was in 2020, March of 2020, it was the first time I ever used it. It was toward the end. I was sick for 6 weeks. It was a flu. And so a couple of days ago, I realized I was relapsing, right? I woke up with the whole cycle was starting over. I woke up with a sore throat, profound fatigue. And I thought, what the hell? So, excuse me. Powered through the shows all week, powered through all my responsibilities for the shows. And then yesterday afternoon, I went into the cupboard and I pulled out the bag of diatomaceous earth. And I had a sore throat. It was probably around dinner time. I stirred it up. I drank it down. I laid down, ended up falling asleep for about 6 hours. Felt like $1,000,000 compared to what I felt like when I lay down. Realized in the middle of the night that I had no sore throat anymore, that I had gotten some life force back, right? So this morning, I hightailed it before the coffee, and I had another glass. I don't think it's coincidental, but one never knows. Always stay open to that, but yeah, I'm impressed with it. It's such a great cleanser and healer. He swore about it for years. So welcome to Coffee Chat. I'm so excited that you love these. I do too. It's just me hanging out. I usually say unplugged, t-shirts, no makeup. I have a little bit of makeup on today because in a few hours I'm going to my niece's baby shower. So there's going to be a new baby coming in January to the Ruby family. So I just had, but I feel really good today, and I never had a fever all week. But anyway, very excited about tomorrow because the whole production crew up in Vero Beach, I'm going to go up there. We're having a Christmas dinner, and we're going to do Secret Santa. I want you to understand the model of Edward Zoll's production company because I'm really a fan of it. About at this time and what's happening, I could probably go to a couple of different outlets if I wanted to. But I love everybody on this team, and I love the production company. And what he has done is instead of to build a bunch of graphic artists and editors and a production team, instead of going to getting the disgruntled people that left Fox News or whatever, he is doing it in reverse. He's finds, in the course of life and friends and family connections. Young people, good, like Christian, good, that young people like in their 20s that want to learn the business. And so that's why we have some glitches now and then. Sometimes the glitches are my fault, but it's really incredible. And I love them all. I love seeing their growth. I love being part of this thing that Ed Zoll has created with Lauren Witzke. So I want to address a couple of little, speaking of glitches, let me just say, the microphone issue. First of all, I have no idea. There was something wrong with what they called my template, and it just slipped out or something of, being the right setting. And, there were just some things along the way, but, we're all growing. I'm the boomer I'm not a production geek, so I'm learning with them. And I'm learning what can be done, what can't be done. So that's fixed. And speaking of my show, I want to let you all know, because when you go to Coffee Chat, you get it's like having coffee with me on a Saturday morning. You get all the interesting stuff that I don't necessarily pepper my Telegram channel with. So we're moving into a new realm with the show through your generous donations. And you can see them in the show notes. I want to make sure they put up the show notes today for this Coffee Chat. First of all, I'm building my own Rumble channel. So I urge you all to go there. It's Rumble. Then just in the search at the top, put Dr. Jane Ruby. That's it, just Dr. Jane Ruby. And it should bring up my channel. I've got about 1,500 followers because we're just starting it. I want everybody to come over from Telegram and also not leave Telegram. That's going to be my primary social media. But come over to Rumble because I needed a repository. The coffee chats, some of my tutorials like the one I did with the nebulizer. I want to do more of those. I really want to do medical empowerment. That's what I think I should call it. Not medical education, although it's wrapped. Medical empowerment encompasses medical education. So we want you to have a place to go, a repository, a collection, like a museum full of all the stuff. And then you can, because a lot of times people write to me in my Telegram channel and they'll say, Dr. Jane, do you have that link for, when you did that show on such and such, or what about Dr. So that's one place. That's one major change that's happening. We're doing it now. The other change is the website, drjaneruby.com, it's been by a great company called Beyond the Trend. It has been revamped, but we're still building it. So I would say just hold off for now on the website, but we're going to have a repository on the website. So you'll see a tab that says, or latest show, and then you'll see the chronology. And then eventually we'll get fancier and we'll organize the shows by topic or by the title, right? The production team, we've been having meetings the last couple of weeks. They're going to create new graphics for my show. A lot of you have said, hey, it's kind of white and bland and it doesn't do anything. I'm going to keep my logo of the heart with the EKG going through it, that symbol of life, right? The heartbeat. Ba-bum. But we're going to have some more visual fun and improve the intro and outro music. We're going to keep real, riveting, and righteous. Those are my monikers, truth in medicine. And but we're just gonna make it a little nicer visually for all of you. And this is what happens when you grow. Some of you still don't get it. Oh, well, Dr. Jane's joined the ranks of, they want our money. I don't want your money. But we're in this game together. If you want, truth in medicine, truth in your news, you're going to have to put some skin in the game. You're going to have to, it's like cable TV. You want to sit there and watch them drone at you? Sponsored by Pfizer. Sponsored by Pfizer. Yeah, that's free. That's free. But they still have other sponsors. Go buy those things. I mean, come on. You know that down deep. If you can't, look, if you can't afford it, nobody's really asking you to pay. My shows are not behind a paywall anymore. And that was my agreement with Red Voice Media when I was with them. Now they have taken my show and many others from the Stu Peters Network off of their platform. And that was part of the process of migrating over to Stu's platform. And that's where the shows will stay for the foreseeable future, the full shows. But we're going to do the coffee chats and the tutorials, and segments of the show that are of particular interest will be on the Rumble channel, Dr. Jane Ruby. So you're going to want to, hit the subscribe button there. Help me grow that. Okay, the bigger we get, the more we can do on that channel. And I'm going to do live streams, and eventually I'm going to do audience interaction. So just to let you know it's coming. Okay, let's see. Monday, big show with Todd Callender. He's running a million miles an hour, but he has got a lot of receipts and a lot of information on what I've been telling you already for 6 months. Don't take these flu shots. It's all the same thing. They're talking about COVID shot. Get your COVID booster. But they're saying, get your flu shot. Get your seasonal flu shot. And RSV's going around. You better get an RSV. Oh, in March, Stefan Bonsell from Moderna says we're going to have a 3-shot in one. It's going to be RSV. It's going to be influenza A and B. Oh, it's going to be everything. The kitchen sink, everything's going to be in there. Every disease known to man. Hallelujah. Screw you, Fauci. Freaking killer. It's all the same. The flu shot. Go get your flu shot. Don't forget to get your seasonal flu shot. Get it for Granny. No. Cease and desist. Stop. Remember my old saying? Just wait. Stop the shots. Shut it down. Don't get any more shots. And it's funny because people write to me now. We had Dr. Ben Marble on Friday afternoon, or Friday evening rather. And we were talking about that people still taking these things. People still asking about them. I'm telling you, I told you 6, 8, 12 months ago, don't take these shots. Dr. Ben Marble says we're at the peak of death and destruction. So whatever people took, like in late 2020 and then all through 2021, is now coming to fruition. We're at the peak of those who haven't been sick or dead are going to, we're seeing a lot of it. So many people are writing to me. Dr. Jane, you were right. Shouldn't have taken it. I took this stuff. I'm mad. I'm sick. I'm taking my supplements. I'm trying to stay healthy. I'm cleansing. I'm, drinking hot water with lemon. All the things that would, like alkalinize and cleanse the body and get it in better shape. And good for them to do that. But the point is, they're saying now, I should have listened to you. So we're now in another round, right? Get your seasonal flu shot. And they're scaring you into that. Look at the babies in the hospital, RSV. They're all sick. Yeah, because you shot them up with material that had the RSV, the HIV, and all that other poison in it. Get a jump on it. Listen to Dr. Jane. Don't take any more shots of any kind. And not for your children. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how many more ways to say it. Don't take any more shots. Don't take any COVID shots. Don't take any influenza, A and B or C or D or X. And don't take any RSV. Don't take anything. They're not what they tell you they are. Okay. Somebody brought up an interesting question when I posted that I was going to do the coffee chat this morning. By the way, when you subscribe to my Rumble, Dr. Jane Ruby, where all the coffee chats will sit, when the coffee chat goes live stream, you'll get a notice. You'll get a notification. I'm pretty sure. I'll check with the team. Okay. They asked me remember, this is somebody's observation. It's not science or across the board true. It's an observation. They asked me, some of us who are unjabbed seem to be getting like colds every couple of months. And I'll say that I had a bad cold in the first week of October. Chalked it off to seasonal. We're not going to not get sick. Let's just have that baseline, okay? And then, just a week and a half ago or so, there's pollen or something out here. I came down with this thing, right? Upper respiratory. Lungs are fine, clear. I can take a deep breath in and out. I can listen to my lungs with my own stethoscope. They're clear. This is congestion and, cough and productive. So what's up with that, right? I've often gone a year or two without getting a cold. So there might be something to what this person asked me. Again, it's about being defensive, right? Or going on the offensive, which would be, I admittedly, I go days without doing the supplements, the protective supplements, and that's not good. We all get caught up, but then your body reminds you and you get sick. I don't know if there's something to that yet, but I'll keep an eye on it. A couple more things. Had a really interesting discussion with Mike Adams the other day, and there's some discussions going on in social media, and I don't want to cite any one person, but some of this fallout from the interview I did, the dual interview with Artis and Adams. And there's just some things out there. People say, well, I gave the clots to Richard Hirschman for Mike Adams. Well, no, you didn't. And the story's gotten quite twisted after it died suddenly. The documentary was released because there was a lot of confusion around the fact that it was my story, but I wasn't in it. So in the course of discussion, we said, look, we don't want to go after anybody or piss anybody off, but there are some facts that we want to get straight, and we want to talk about them because we were there, because we did this thing, worked together. And we talked about how Richard Hirschman mistook that interview as, quote, a hit on him. But he didn't really listen to the interview before he freaked out. We actually were defending him and standing by the integrity of his findings. So things like that we wanted to set the record straight on the chronology and the chain of custody for that material before Mike, started the analysis. We got a lot of crap flying around. You got Ryan Coles out there saying that he did, where's his write-up? Where's his proof, right? First he said they were rare blood clots. Then he said that they were some kind of, amyloid. And now I don't know what he's saying. Now he's jumping on the, I don't know what he's saying, but something new. He's been trying to throw the story off for a long time. So, and then you say to me, well, Dr. Jane, don't be divisive. Do you want the truth or not? Do you freaking want the truth or not? Want me to be politically correct and sit there? Like Dr. Ben Marble said, political correctness is one of the most severe mental illnesses on the planet. You want me to keep it from you? That certain people are trying to interfere with us getting the truth out? Come on. And by the way, Dr. Cole, if you want to talk about it, you're welcome on my show. You're welcome to do a discussion with me publicly, like a friendly debate, instead of sending text messages to Stu Peters to tell me to shut up. Grow a pair. Give me a call. I'll talk to you. I'll explain it. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong in some of those pieces. Maybe I'm not. So, I'm not afraid. I'm doing God's work. Notice some of these people never say God. I don't have to say names, but certain people coming after me. You notice they never say Jesus or Lord or God Almighty. All glory and honor go to you, O Lord. They never say God's work. I'm doing God's work. You doing God's work? Okay, so we did set the record straight. It was an audio podcast. It was really fun. It was like we did it like at 11 o'clock at night. It's kind of a fireside chat. Kicking back, having a cup of tea, and talking to Mike Adams. How lucky am I? The health ranger. Used to follow him years ago when I was in nursing school. Okay, so one last thing. People have asked me about naturopaths. Where can I go? I wish I could find one. Well, what have you done so far to look for one? So for example, this morning, I went to the internet and I just put in naturopath doctors, Naturopath, naturopath doctors near me. And 6 of them came up on the Google map. So, I know they're all over. It's just that they've been so suppressed by mainstream medicine, by allopathic medicine, by MDs. The American Medical Association was a far left-wing, lunatic fringe organization, by the way. It sounds so nice. American Medical Association. They're basically communists. They push the shot up the wazoo, big time, okay? And that's why naturopaths and other, I'm going to call them independent practitioners, because I don't like calling them alternative. Alternative to what? The death shot? Mainstream medicine that's done nothing but push pharma drugs? No. Yeah, naturopath doctors. Find one, get in touch with, start a relationship, talk about your health, learn more about what kinds of things you can do preventatively. That would be the best thing to do. And you should do that before you get into a medical crisis or someone in your family gets into a medical crisis. And then you're scrambling and your only option is traditional medicine. They're going to test you, swab you, and probably kill you if you end up in a hospital. Well, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to cover. I love you all. I'm very grateful for you. Look for some nice changes coming in the Dr. Jane Ruby Show, in the expansion of the coffee chats into, its own place on Rumble, Dr. Jane Ruby. Thank you for supporting me. Those of you still have, the Give, Send, Go is up for legal defense fund because Robert Malone is suing me. We're still waiting for the next step, but the complaint has been filed in a federal district court in Virginia. So please go to givesendgo.com/protect-Dr.Jane. Protect Dr. Jane. givesendgo.com/Dr. Protect Dr. Jane. Please patronize my vendors. Please respect the rules on my Telegram channel, which is no links. That's the only way we can control the spam. No advertising, no spam, no bots, no negative discussions about my vendors. If you have an issue or a question or something didn't go right, then call the vendor. Believe me, these people are on it. They will call you back directly. Don't put it in my channel and discourage other people from looking into it. So, and don't go to other channels and say, she banned me. She's a bitch. She banned you for a reason. She always bans for a reason. If you have a link you think is important, please go to my Proton Mail at drjaneruby@protonmail and let me know. If I clear it, I'll post it for you. And then 100,000 people will see it. Okay? So that's it for today. It's Saturday, December 17th, 2022. Just want to mark this. Thank you for everything you do. Also, if you want to send checks to support the show or the Legal Defense Fund, some people don't like doing it online. It is Dr. Jane Ruby, 4371 North Lake, that's one word, North Lake Boulevard, Suite 188, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, 33410. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you back here on Monday on the Dr. Jane Ruby Show. It's going to be blockbuster. Todd Callender is going to show you why you shouldn't be taking any flu shots this season. See you soon, guys. Much love.